Most important decision you will ever make is your partner.
I have so much to say about that video. Go watch it. It's in my caption. Like she said, the most important decision as a woman under patriarchy, if you date men, is who you partner up with, especially who you marry or have kids with. Because like she said, you can always change careers. You can, I have reinvented myself so many times, y'all. Nothing stopped me because I wasn't attached to a man. What I did not have was something standing in my way of all those things. A man who will distract me from all my dreams and my hopes and ambitions and my curiosity and my love for myself and getting to know myself. Because if anything will keep you from getting to know yourself, it is dating a man. Not any man, a selfish man. A good partner, a healthy man will actually help you get to know yourself more. I've learned more about myself since being with my husband. I also lost myself more by being with one bad man for less than a year, and I became completely untethered. But now that I am with a man and understand what commitment and, a long-term relationship and marriage is about, thank God I'm not with thank God he's healthy, because it's not just him. It's his whole past. And because I'm an immigrant, it's his culture, it's his language, it's all that stuff, which I chose to come here for me, not for him. I met him after I moved here. But his family, you are not just marrying a man. You are marrying any of his unresolved trauma. You are marrying his family. You are marrying his financial situation. All your career. They will force you to have babies that you don't want to have or talk you into them. Because men baby trap us, right? We know that now, right? We're not trapping them. They're trapping us most of the time. They give us STIs. They give us all kinds of trauma, which we use our resources on to heal, right? Because one of the reasons why I'm in so much debt is because of men and what they actually did when they didn't actually steal my money or my time, which ends up being value. My money and resources for I don't even know how many years now is being spent to heal from men. And then if you have a baby with a man, you are forever linked to that person somehow. Even if you never see them again and aren't co-parenting or any of that stuff, you're going to see that person who screwed you. You're going to see your partner in their face of your kid. Or you may have to deal with his parents, or you have to deal with the courts for the rest of your life. Or you have, God, so many of my friends who married men who already had kids from another wife. Oh, you're also married to his whoever he had kids with before you. And if that person is really unstable, now you're married to her too. One of my friends is literally in an abusive relationship with the mother of, her stepchild. She can't leave. She's forever linked to this person. You're also marrying a man and his lack of discipline, his bad hobbies, his snoring. Do you know how many years, I've done videos on this. Do you know how many years are taken off your life because you sleep next to a man who won't get treated for sleep apnea? Who doesn't care that his snoring is literally ruining your sleep, which is literally taking years off of your life. You're marrying all of his PTSD that he hasn't dealt with, which also sometimes comes out in his sleep. You're marrying all of that. And even if you're not marrying that, even if you're just dating that for a while, but partnered up with them for a long while, the impact that one person will have on your whole life in terms of derailing it, in terms of damage to your autoimmune system, which will make you sick later on with cancer, autoimmune disease, the financial impact, your ability to ever trust a man again. So many women who follow me are like, never again. And I get it. I respect that decision, because some of the trauma that you go through from just dating or marrying one bad decision, the ripple effect of that, it never ends. Oh, and you're also marrying his inability to take care of himself. So when he ends up in the hospital or ends up all these other things, whenever he's just not doing okay because he refuses to take care of himself, you're marrying that. So you're also going to be a hospice wife, a nurse, a purse, a schmegs doll, a therapist. If you do not choose wisely, all of the love that you have to give, all the resources that you have, all the potential that you have, all of your ambitions, squashed. Why? Because of patriarchy. Patriarchy in him, patriarchy in you, and patriarchy in all the systems that are set up to make sure that that thing keeps going. Which also means you probably have a lot of codependency, like I did. Codependency it's deadly. Almost got me. So please, if you realize that every partner you choose seems to be not healthy for you, work on yourself, please. Like she was saying, I'm not saying that someone healthy can't attract a narcissist or all that stuff. They can't. Usually people who have worked really hard on themselves will see those red flags earlier on, or they'll have support system to talk that stuff through and be like, this is what he's happening, this is what he's doing. But people like me who had a lot of unresolved trauma, I saw some red flags. I intuitively knew they were there, but I was like, nah. And I just was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is 10 years later, my husband, who's a very healthy man, grew up in a very healthy family around so much love, is having to hold his wife who's shaking because I get triggered. Because that man, all the men who cause so much trauma, they pop in my relationship, even my healthy, beautiful relationship, and they go, boo, we're back. So not only do I have to deal with these former men the rest of my life probably, so does my husband. Thank God that he knows what he signed up for. He never complains about it. He actually feels honored to be a part of my healing journey. And he's actually helped me heal a lot because he's also working on himself and has been working on himself for a while and doesn't have like decades of trauma himself that he's been avoiding like so many men. If I hadn't done a lot of work on myself, I would not have even been attracted to this man because I've had a few men that were very healthy that were attracted to me in the past. And I was like, get away from me. What's wrong with you? Don't you see how damaged I am? Let me show you how damaged I am. And even now, even though I have attracted a healthy partner, guess who's constantly trying to blow this thing up? Who would have blown it up a long time ago if I didn't have a strong support system and a community that calls me on my stuff and helps me see when I'm projecting versus when something is actually wrong. Please don't marry or get in a relationship just 'cause. I know that patriarchy and just society in general has told women that you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to get married. No, you're not. It's the most important decision of your life. Whether or not you get married and who you get married to if you decide to do that. If you want to have a wedding, throw a party and wear a white dress with all your friends. But don't get married. Because women have everything to lose and men have everything to gain. And it's the riskiest thing you can do. Choose wisely.